Last Sunday, the NASCAR Cup Series raced on the Indianapolis Motor Speedway road course for the first time ever. The race was pretty good for the first 75 laps or so, until the final few restarts. See, there was one section of the track that had ongoing problems all weekend long. Turn 6. Specifically, the curbing in Turn 6. Problems were showing up the day prior with Scott McLaughlin hitting the curbing and going airborne in the IndyCar race. And in the Xfinity race, multiple cars went airborne after hitting a turtle in the runoff area. This turtle was later removed by NASCAR. Later in that same race, Chris Wright hit the Turn 6 curbing and went airborne in similar fashion to Scott McLaughlin. It was obvious that this curbing was going to be problematic for the Cup race the next day. During the race, a caution came out just so they could repair the curb, and it would rear its ugly head in the late stages of the race. On a restart with 6 laps to go, multiple cars hit the curb and sent debris flying everywhere. Martin Truex Jr. went around after being bumped from behind by Christopher Bell. I should also mention that Corey LaJoie hit the curbing and went airborne. Everyone's able to get by and the race stays green. On the next lap, it all went to shit.
Then turn 6.
All of that contact between the two leaders is allowed. Oh, the 24 is spinning. The 24's, there's multiple cars into the wall here. There must be oil or some kind of fluid down on the racetrack right there. We got more cars coming in.
William Byron is reporting that the curb came up. He hit the curb in the 24.
Yeah, the curbing is coming up, and that's what everyone hit when they were coming through there in turn 6. The curbing comes up, catches a bunch of the cars, the front ends of the cars, and numerous cars are destroyed.
The curb broke. William Byron hit the curb and it damaged his splitter, sending him around. Kyle Busch would do the same, and after that, car after car hit the curb and wrecked. This resulted in the red flag being thrown to clean up the track and repair the curb. Ultimately, the curb would end up being removed. Questions were raised on whether they'd be able to race like that with the curb gone. They got their answer on the ensuing restart.
Comes back to Benedetto. He wants third, but he's got to get around A.J. Allmendinger to do it. Bubba Wallace off course. One other car spinning, leaving turn 6. More contact on the straightaway, and there's more calamity on the back straightaway.
Cars everywhere on the back stretch. Austin Dillon, hard contact.
They wrecked again because there was no curb there. And if you ask me, I'm gonna go off script here, but if you ask me, NASCAR should have called the race after the first time the curb broke. It's absolutely unacceptable that they let them race like that without a curb. I don't know what went through the minds of NASCAR or race control or whoever was in charge of letting the race go green, but they should not have wrecked a second time. I cannot believe that NASCAR would just let this happen. They should have called the race after the first time the curb broke. I'm going off on a tangent here, so I'll go back on script. Another red flag comes out for track cleanup and the race restarts again. Chase Briscoe gets run off course and cuts the corner, which results in a stop-and-go penalty. When he gets back on track, he's dead even with Denny Hamlin. They're approaching turn 6. Moment of truth. Ryan Newman hits the remaining curb and goes airborne. A few cars go off track. Brad Keselowski spins around in the back of the pack. Everyone is able to get by and the race stays green. Coming to turn 10, Chase Briscoe dumps Denny Hamlin. He misses turn 12 and takes the motorcycle chicane to serve his penalty, which was raised to a pass-through. He would ultimately be parked for the race and finish 26th. A.J. Allmendinger takes the white flag and ends up scoring his second career Cup win and his first ever win at the Brickyard. He celebrates with his team while Hamlin and Briscoe talk things out. In summary, this race was an overall good race, ruined by bad officiating calls and bad track management. As I stated earlier, it's unacceptable that NASCAR and IMS would let this happen. As I also stated earlier, they should have called the race after the curb broke the first time. It seems as though NASCAR valued entertainment, the entertainment factor, over driver safety. Again, NASCAR hasn't learned their lesson. This race was an utter disaster. Both NASCAR and IMS need to do better to ensure that this never happens again. The first ever Cup Series race at the IMS road course will forever be marred in controversy, and that's sad. You'd want the first ever race at a brand new track, for the Cup Series at least, to be fun and memorable, but no. it'll forever be known as the race where NASCAR failed yet again, valuing the entertainment factor over driver safety. And that's sad. What were your thoughts on this race? Let me know in the comments section below. If you want to see more of me, be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Links to both are in the description down below. Leave a like on the video and subscribe to my channel for more NASCAR content. Thank you all so much for watching. That's it from me.